Hello and welcome back to GamerMuscle videos, where we are live for the GamerMuscle Sim Racing System Championship. Of course, if you are watching this as a catch-up video on YouTube, click in the video description where you'll see the race start, and you know, you could just go straight to that without meandering and waiting around for it to actually start, because obviously this is a live stream and we've had to start before the race starts. Now, before we do the actual GamerMuscle race, we have a warm-up session in the form of the Titus Formula Bath, the Formula Bathtub, and we got it at Zandvoort. We've got 17 drivers registered. Those of you just tuning in to us live right now, you have 5 minutes. 5 minutes to register and get yourself buy yourself in a bath and get on the track. And then you'll be able to join in with us. And yes, this should be interesting. The GamerMuscle race, Star Trek advert, the GamerMuscle race starts at 8 PM. So you've got an hour until that starts. Mike McLaren, you don't get a prize. The prizes have all been deleted. Your prize for being first is a mild sense of achievement. Congratulations. So, Zandvoort, track I'm familiar with. The bathtub, a car I'm familiar with. I think we're good. How long until we're asked why we're not driving in virtual reality? I'll give it about 25 minutes. Bets on. Are you going to join us on the track, Mr. Mike McLaren? You feel warm and tingly. That's probably because you've just poured a caustic solution onto your trousers, and that's the sense of your skin dissolving. I'm good. I've just got my coffee. Got my, we've got the direct drive wheel ready. I'm ready for some racing. Hi Luke Zentas. Welcome to the stream. If you're watching on YouTube, feel free to also watch on Twitch. Help us boost our numbers. Let's push us to the top of Twitch. Twitch. Not many people play Assetto Corsa though, I don't think. So, or stream it. I should lie and pretend I should put CSGO or it's Dota or something. Then we'd have millions of viewers and then they'd leave because they'd be like, this isn't the game I want to see. So, registered at the moment, we've got Oliver Gaya, Pablo Sapina, Ward Safi, Antonio Lopez, Garson MD Alvia, Pedro Isento, Richard Dees, Alexander Whitman, Bernard Barnes Tuxhorn, Marvin Kowalski, Jamie Santos, Javier Gutierrez, Michael Stock, Tommy Tanti, we see him a lot, and Bernd Habelson, who might be watching the stream. We've raced with him quite a few times. We'll see if we end up in the back of his car. Of course, this the Bath series runs every hour or so, so it's not like a league type race such as our event or the event we did yesterday or Aussie Stig's event tomorrow. So you can just join these whenever you want. Don't forget the banana. Three minutes left. Let's check our settings. Steering wheel's there. That's always a good start. You need the steering wheel, throttle, brakes, clutch, shifters. So that seems good to me. Look, oh, I know what we can put on. I know, we'll do that before our race. I was going to put sidekick on. We've got heli caution and everything else set up. I think I might get sidekick stuck on there after this race. We've got some Japanese or Korean guy that's followed us on Twitch. I can't read that. I'm sure they have a fascinating name. Those of you lurking, feel free to join us in the chat room. Depends what you do, Mike. I mean, if you only play driving simulators and that's all you do, I'd probably go for the direct drive wheel first. If you intend to do, other VR games, you like VR in general, then then I'd do that. Then I'd get a VR headset. So it depends. To be honest, I think if you can afford, if you can afford the direct drive wheel, you can probably afford the VR as well. Five minutes. Let's check the sim racing news whilst we wait. We've had John from Inside Sim Racing's been trying out Gran Turismo Sport and the Thrustmaster TGT, which is the TSPC racer for the Xbox. Looks like Thrustmaster have some other new rims on the way. I don't know if they'll bring them out to the TSPC race as well. And also, Inside Sim Racing had a piece on that Thrustmaster. Well, Thrustmaster officially announced their other wheel, the PlayStation 4 wheel. Oh, sorry, that's the TGT wheel, and it's not direct drive, which is rather unfortunate. So Thrustmaster seems to have gone a bit crazy recently. Hi, BRT. Mr. Sheen. Okay, off we go to the races, I think. I don't know what's going on with my follow alert. It keeps just triggering at random. Might have to delete this. Failed to join by 10 seconds. This is just the warm-up race, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. This is where the journey begins for tonight. At Zandvoort. Many journeys begin at Zandvoort. This is actually where Lord of the Rings started, when Saruman accidentally dropped his ring on a sand dune, and everyone had to use, all the hobbits had to use Formula Bath to dig up the sand dune to try and get the ring. That was the fourth Hobbit Lord of the Ring film, and it was actually a prequel. You might have missed it. It wasn't a very popular film. Here we go. Come on. We'll wait for the timer to go down. This is the most exciting part of sim racing, waiting for the timer to go down. Hi, Ihimnen. Here's a video idea. Try to get someone to send Argon OSW thing and make a comparison between Argon and Simucube. I believe I use a Argon-based kit with the exactly same wheel a year or so ago, and it's exactly the same. It's exactly the same. No difference at all. And I've heard this from other people as well. Essentially, it's the same. So it doesn't make any difference. Hi, Julia. Hi, Zao Mendez as well. Biscuit, I'll take that as casual racism. Deeply offended. After all those video views I've given you, we've got some practice time here, and then we've got to go to the circuit for the qualifying. We can get a couple of laps in probably. I think for qualifying we can use this slick soft tyres. We're just going default. We always do this. I need to get setup sorted out. Okay. There we go. Oh, did you get the kit in mine and from... was your kit one of Ollie's kits? Oh, this feels good. Oh, this car's so decisive. You pick up every little suspension bump with this car. You see the wheel jostling around because it's a forming car. It's super duper stiff. I don't think there is. I think the only reason that I could see people really wanting to buy something like SimuCube would be if you have other devices that you're going to plug into it, because it could do the pedals and things, or maybe in the future when they start doing their own drivers and things, which I think they're working on. Granity are working on their own specific SimuCube force feedback stuff. That might be a reason, but yeah, I don't. From my understanding of it, I don't think that there'd be any point. It wouldn't really be an upgrade. This is from talking to people as well that are using them. Can I see over the wheel? I am actually above it. It's the camera's low down. Whoops. You have to brake more for that corner. It's strange how camera position actually affects things. I get a comment when I normally have my camera set up high, everyone's like, your steering wheel is too low, it's too low. And you put the camera down low and it looks like the steering wheel's above me. Hi, time runner. The hero. Oh dear, you need to up your standards a bit. Jostling all over the place, this car. Well, it's not. The car's not moving, but the force feedback's jostling. Dr. 5 lurking away. Welcome to the stream. Bot's called you out. A little spy bot. Sneaks into your front door when you're not looking. Pulls your trousers down. And then reveals your name to everyone. That's how it works. Hi Colonel Kokomel, welcome back to the stream. Hi Tim Nijabor, you're going to be driving in this one. I can never say your name. Say my name, say my name. Say my name. Here we go. I live in the USA. I can't read the chat room and drive this. This is actually going to be a difficult track to read the chat room and drive at the same time. Oh no, Tommy Tan 2 is disconnected from the server. I got used to that. What's this building on the left? It's like a radar tower. Well, this should be fascinating, this race, because this is a tight track. We do have a good number of people registered for this race. Say this is... Oh look, there's the circuit loading in front of us there. We probably could do with some trees on the hillside to hide that. This is the warm-up race before the GamerMuscle Championship Round 2. Make sure you register for that if you want to join into it. Lotus 311 at Silverstone. Should be good. Right, qualifying. Here we go. Let's take some fuel out of this beast of a bathtub. We only need like 5 laps. Let's go for the tyres, slick softs. Let's see if they help. Set up the tyre pressure a touch. Yeah, I think we're good there. Let's see what position we can place. Position we can place. Sip of the coffee first. I'm actually going to... I think I'll turn the force back down a touch. That's a bit high for me. I'm going to move the camera view back a little bit as well so it looks nicer for you guys. See. There we go. Let's see how this goes. Back in the Formula Bath. 100 metres from the sea. Yeah, I assume that's what the sand dunes were about. Okay, so we can get a moderately clean out lap here for this qualifying. This Formula Bath is super sharp with its force feedback through this wheel. As I say, it's just the force feedback, the suspension is just really stiff on this. As you'd expect from a bathtub with wheels of sellotape to it. The only car I'm really familiar with on this track though is the DTM car. I'm driving this circuit in racing experience with the DTM car. So we did a hot lap competition on that. I must have driven a good 100-200 laps on it. Not really got the most out of this circuit with this car yet, so should be a good opportunity. Okay, first flying lap. Let's get Texas on them, GamerMuscle, where everything is big. What are you on about? The drugs have just kicked in for Time Runner. You can absolutely... This car has a ton of grip and it doesn't really have that much rear power. You just have to really throw it in. I have a tendency to drive a bit too timidly in Assetto Corsa. These bumps, ginormous bumps here. Throwing the steering out my hand. Be really aggressive. Hi Tyler, welcome to the stream, welcome to GamerMuscle videos. Okay, first final lap, this is the banker lap. So we'll see what we get from this. Hopefully it puts us somewhere in the middle. 6th place, that'll do for our banker lap. Now let's see if we can get something a bit more aggressive. Push, push, push! And there's the edge of the track. Up almost a second. Oh, we've got bags of grip down through there. Butchering these corners. Hi, Elliot. I don't know. At the moment it's been held hostage. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, he's getting out of the way. Thank you. Almost a whole second up here. Eight tenths up. 8th position so far. That was slower than the previous lap. I can't pay for a ticket. This wheel's now being discontinued. I don't think it has. Yeah, I saw that stuff from E3. Looked really good. But yeah, Thrustmaster are weird. I'm surprised they haven't done a direct drive wheel. Just their pricing seems a bit high for what they're putting out, Thrustmaster, but there you go. A lot of companies, when they first launch stuff, do tend to go in high, and then obviously the intention is to reduce the price of things over the sort of years or so that the first couple of years that the product's out. Unless it's graphics cards, my graphics card's gone up in value, bizarrely. Not normally the case. Tommy Tantu is back in the server right in front of us here. We're running out of fuel. I might be able to get one more lap in here. Sim Racing Paddock. William Marsh. From Sim Racing Paddock. See? The calculator has got space. We charge the solar panels. I thought it was alright. I'm surprised the emulator's that good now, actually. I didn't realise it had come on that much, because I saw it about 3 or 4 months ago, and they barely had it working. But it looked, from your video, that the emulator's actually working to a decent standard now. Oh dear, bit of a stutter through there. I think a big problem that emulator had before with Mario Kart was it couldn't do transparencies properly. Our tires are gone. Well, we're going to be starting in the middle. I think starting in the middle is always the best place to start. You know, it's the most exciting place to start a race. So too lazy to drive to my pit box. I'll just teleport there. Hi Sebastian Bruno, why aren't you in this server? You'll do well in the middle. I like being the filling of the sandwich. Well, that's what it's going to be. We're going to be absolutely smashed here. Well, you're in America, aren't you? So I don't think they've ever come to Europe, the Inside Sim Racing guys. I haven't, no, Pelucan. I'm trying to ignore everything about Project Cars 2 so that I can play it when it comes out and give a genuine first impressions of it. Because I with Project Cars 1, I played it all through its development, and there was times when it was really good, times when it wasn't so good, and by the time it actually came out, I was just bored of it. So I'm hoping with Project Cars 2, you know, I have an alright single player, and I'll be able to play it when it comes out, and we'll just see. We'll see how it is, but until then, I'll just ignore everything to do with it. Okay, nice one, Sebastian. Oh, I know the guy that does the EU stuff, yeah. Well, I've not met him, but I know who you mean. So we're going to, for the race, I'm going to go for slick mediums. Not sure how much fuel to put in. We'll get for like 35 or something. 34 should be enough by miles. Over fuel, that's what we always tend to do. I'm not bothered with any of this setup. Gubbins, probably should have downloaded one. There we go. Well, we'll see how this goes. Too much fuel, but that's fine. Like the German nightclub on our dash there. I find that really helps me concentrate for the start of the race. That's Heli Corsa, by the way. It only bugs out at the start. Once you're going, it chills out a bit. So here we go for the Formula Bathtub race at Zandvoort. It's just an audio race on a sim racing system. Default setup, we'll see how this goes. We've got Florian Gadet in front of us, Pedro Insto. We've qualified in 11th out of 17th. Well, if we end up in a wall, we do. If we end up in front, we do. And if we end up at the back, we do. So we'll just see what happens. Here we go. Go, go, go. Smoke everywhere. Try and get to the inside of this corner. There's a car, Heli Corsa, telling me there's a car right behind us. Need to watch out. Let's try and get through here without getting tagged. Let's try and get on the throttle. There we go. Pull out a little bit. Bit of a gap. Not too bad. These first corners are really hard to get through at the start of the race. Oh, come on. She got rammed in the arse there. But we're still going straight on. People tend to have an accident at the start of the race, and then it's so narrow, you know, there's nowhere for anyone to go. But so far, so good. Oh, this car goes sideways. Where's it going? There we go. 4 places. That was a bit of a gamble, but it worked out. Try and get the inside of this guy. Have to brake early to get around the inside of this corner. Still there. Oh, calm down, mate. Pedro Incento almost taking us out there, but we've gained about 4 places. I forgot to install sidekick. I will have it back on soon. We've got a car behind us that's trying to drive into us. I'll just move to the left to try and avoid him. Who is it? Michael Stock is trying to take us out. So, first lap, and we've gained, what, 6 places? Yeah, the mirrors aren't particularly useful. Fortunately, we have Heli Corsa. We defend this on the inside. It's really hard to overtake on the outside of T1. It's partly because of how close I've got the camera to the front of the cockpit. Oh. Oh, he's gone a bit wide. Oh no. Thought he'd gone on the grass, but he hasn't. Just seeing things. Seeing what I want to see. Wheel looks way light on the force feedback. And it's pretty strong. I've not got it on max. Anywhere near max, but it's probably on about 10-15 newton meters. I guess for this car it probably is too light, but you know, I don't want to break my wrist at this point in time. Done a bit of a chilled out race. We can't have full-on intensity at all times. Oh, reading the chat room going off-road. Not good. Oh, there's been a spin up front. That could be good for us. The TSPC race, I mean the T500 has dampening in it, and it's not very precise. That's why I always prefer the T300 over the T500. And then the TSPC racer basically gives you that. Well, it's even stronger than the T500, but you get the precision of the T300, but with more strength that you get with the old T500. So. What was nice with the T500 though is it came. I quite liked the pedals it came with. Just shame the TSPC racer doesn't come with pedals. But of course, right now I'm driving with a direct drive servo wheel, which is completely blows those wheels out of the way. It's not in the same ballpark. The Fanatic wheels cost a lot more though. You're sort of talking £200 for the rim. You talk £700, I think it is, for the bases. Oh, they've got that budget base. So, well, it's not budget, but you know what I mean. Their sort of TSPC competitor base. I don't know how much that works out, but yeah. I think with Fanatec, you just have to factor in all the additionals. Nice thing with Thrustmaster is, though the wheels aren't necessarily the best of quality, can feel a bit tacky. They're not expensive. I might do a Doc Jar 5. Try not to drive into this car. I might do. I think it's the same as the TSPC Racer though, so I might just try and have a go on one and find out if it's particularly different to warrant doing a review on it. Michael Stock threw one down the inside there. I was too busy reading the chat room and didn't bother defending him too well. There we go, and chuck the car through there. Look at that. I have to remember you can get the throttle super early with this car. I know it is a shame. I honestly thought Thrustmaster were going to be doing a direct drive wheel, but apparently not. Oh, he's had a bit of a lock-up. Michael stuck. He's stuck his tyre on the tarmac. Every time I read the chat room on this circuit, I end up with wheels on the dirt. Have a little look at the chat room down the straight here. Hi Falsario, welcome back to the stream. Let's keep putting the pressure on Michael Stuck. I think he might make a mistake. I think he's feeling the pressure. He's all over the shop. He's like a dog trying to run on a polished floor. Oh, yellow flag up front. I don't know what's happened. Well, that was a better line through there, I think. Almost at the halfway point for this race. Seems like we're just, it's going to be me versus Michael here. We just have to get right on his tail because he seems to be jittering a bit when we get within a couple of metres of him. I don't think Kunos showed anything at E3 now. It's such a weird envelope, this car. You almost, you know, get on the throttle even before the halfway point of the corner. DCS F18 with VR was at E3, nice. I need to check out the latest DCS content. Michael Stuck is currently baking his tyres every corner. Whoops! Yeah, more tracks would be nice for AC. I think our tyres are going a little bit here. We're second down. We're driving backwards almost. Rain DLC. I don't think it needs rain. I think weather is often, it's really overrated for driving simulators because generally driving in the wet is worse than driving in the dry. I mean, you're just basically making the cars sloppy. The only interesting aspect of weather in a simulator is if you're doing longer races and then you've got strategy that comes into it. You know, when you're pitting and everything. So for endurance racing and longer races, I think weather can be fun. But for normal racing, you know, a wet track is generally worse than a dry track. I mean, most real world races would always prefer to drive in the dry, unless it's like a, you know, unless it's like Formula 1 where that specific driver has more talent in the wet. But again, you know, Formula 1 races are quite long, 90 minutes or so. Oh, we've had someone in the sand. So, and in Formula 1, obviously, there's strategy to it. So, most people doing races, even league races, tend to be under 35, 40 minutes. So, unless it's endurance racing. So, yeah, I don't think rain is that important, other than in a sort of gimmicky way. Day and night, I think, can be quite nice, just for the sake of it looking nice. I always like rain in more arcadey games, though. I think it'll be interesting when you've got like a single player from just a casual perspective. When you've got a single player and you can go, and then you've got weather, it obviously makes the game more interesting in that sense as well. And so I think with Project Cars 2, I think it'll be really interesting. You know, it'll make the single player not feel as monotonous and repetitive. So I think it'll be good for that. But it's like, you know, even in something like iRacing, I don't think rain would necessarily really help it. I guess one good thing with weather is that one of the big problems with more competitive sim racing is that it does seem to turn into a rather robotic practice of really precise rote memorization, and then just sheer ridiculous amounts of time in terms of car setup development, and then specifically developing car setups around limitations of a simulator. I mean, and in real life, you know, obviously a car setup is trying to get the best out of a car with real world physics, so it's not surprising you end up with games, car setup development being trying to hammer the holes in the driving simulators. But yeah, so I think if you have more dynamic tracks, more dynamic weather, it actually negates some of the aspects of that robotic process, because you actually have to drive by what's changing and the dynamics of the track in a given situation, and you couldn't just have one setup that's like or one or two setups that are the go-to perfect setups for that car and track combo. So in that sense, maybe weather could be quite good for something like iRacing. It's hard to say though. We've managed to get over to 5th place here. Some people seem to have lost concentration and driven their cars off the circuit. Might be the poison that we slipped in the sandwiches started to kick in. I can't read that, Mr. Skate. God, I can't even read your name. That's too long to read, round Zandvoort. It's a circuit that's too windy to read more than 3 lines of text. Yeah, well, that's the other thing. Like I said, for Formula 1 games, even for like the arcade, the Codemasters Formula 1 games, the weather makes sense in them as a sort of gimmicky game thing of strategy of do pits and stuff. But for sort of core sim racing or general online racing, pickup servers, bog standard league racing, I don't think it necessarily adds to that situation. Hi Dirk Claren, welcome to stream. Are you going to join us on the GamerMuscle Championship at 8 PM, at half an hour away? 3 minutes left in this race, and looks like we're gonna take home a 5th place. But also looks like we're gonna have to be defending from whoever's behind us. Let's see who it is. Tommy Tantu, our friend. Tommy Tantu, he's behind us. It's going to be a case. He is faster than us. He's on here all the time. That's my excuse for being slower. So we're going to have to probably defend off this position. We'll try our best. Tyres are definitely going a bit. Definitely just feel ourselves sliding a bit into corners. What did you miss? It's starting in half an hour. Sign up for it on Sim Racing System, register for the race, and it's the Lotus 311 at Silverstone. It's round 2. You don't have to have done round 1. Anyone can join, and it's every week that we do that race. Every Wednesday, GamerMuscle Championship. The Championship of Legends. Oh dear. Tommy Tantu's going to be in a draft. Watch out. Tommy Tantu in his Formula Bar tub. We're going to defend on the inside. Make him do some work. You shall not pass, Mr. Tantu. We're going to cut back across him again. That's tight. Oh, he's got back up our inside. We blocked it a little bit. Tommy Tantu. Tantalisingly close. We cut that a bit fine. I'm going to stay on the inside here and sort of drive vaguely in the middle of the circuit just to put him off. I think this is going to end up in tears. Defending, but trying not to lose too much speed as well. Some press for the first lap. Silverstone shouldn't be too bad. Oh, there's been another spin up front. That might be another place for us. I'll accept it if it is. Oh, it is! Unbelievable. We found ourselves in 4th place. And I think the leader... Oh, no. We need this race to end as soon as possible because Tommy Tantu he's going to pass us. We can't really hold him off much longer. I'm going to, again, defend on the inside here. Leader's on the final lap. So, this is going to be a T1 brake battle. Chicken. Oh, we're neck and neck. Oh, no, I think he pulled across me there. We're going to try and keep going here. Back on second we go. I don't know, I think that's 50-50. I think that might have been my fault. I don't know. I don't know if that was my fault. I feel like he sort of pulled across me, but I should have slowed down a bit. He was in front for that corner. Probably my fault. Dear. I'm sorry, Tommy Tantu. I mean, he was faster than me, so it was a bit cheeky. Oh, dear. But, you know, you've got to assert yourself. If you don't murder your opponents, they will take you for granted. So you have to pass the Maldonado people occasionally just to assert dominance. Poor Tommy Tantu. I think we actually maybe took him out there. We'd have to analyse the replay. He tried to cut you but didn't have a Corsa. Yeah, I think it's 50-50 though, because I mean I was on the circuit. I don't think I cut across him, but it's coming to one of those corners where I have to brake a lot, otherwise I'm inevitably going to understeer off into him. So well, Palookan, that is true, but if you watch real world racing, it seems to seem it's a problem in reality as well. Race drivers tend to have a habit of being rather stubborn. But there we go. I finish in a borderline illegal 4th place. Sorry, Tommy Tantu. Sorry. Oh dear, if you watched the catch-up video, sorry. But, you know, I'm going to go to the marshals and blame it on you. That's what race drivers do. So it wasn't my fault. Hi, yeah, sim racing paddock. You can probably do something. Depends what it is. If it involves nudity, I might have to go to the gym. Is that Tommy Tantu behind us? I know it's Jamie Santos. Let's have a look at the race positions there for this event. So, the GamerMuscle event is... how long away is it? Let's just save this replay. Let's have a look. We've got to refresh Sim Racing System. I give the rider a face slap if he cuts like that in IRL. Oh dear. There we go. So 20 minutes, 15 minutes to register if you want to join in. I'm going to be driving in the green and yellow, I think. I'm going to go for the green and yellow classic Lotus livery because it looks gorgeous. And we'll check the standings for... This is nice in the race system. You have all the standings and everything are all logged and you can just check it and see where you're placed. So for the Abarth, I think I might have missed one of the events. But if we click on here, the standings... Oh, that's it for the Americas. Wrong one. Standings. And there we go. We should be able to see where we are currently positioned. 32nd out of everyone is Tommy Tantu on here. We'll be able to, there he is, he's 5th. So he probably was a lot better than us. Though we missed the first race in this. We missed the second race out of the ones that have been running in the Titus Formula bathtub. So let's go to our event, the GamerMuscle race series in the Lotus 311 standings, and currently Sebastian Bruno, you're in the chat as well. Your first place, congratulations. Clearly cheating. Do you have a setup, Sebastian Bruno, that you could share with everyone? We could publicly share that, and then everyone can potentially put up a moderate fight against you, or at least pretend to. So we've got Sebastian Bruno in first, Antoine Jacquet in second, Kurt Wagner third, fourth Bernd Hebelson, fifth Edgar Wacht, sixth Richard Dees, seventh Paul Huygen, eighth Ted Haggard, ninth Donny Wiener, 10th Josh the Boss, 11th Nicholas Vallon, and myself in 12th. That's the standing so far. I came fourth in the previous race, but we had a few accidents. So, we'll see. I'm Brett Halaren. Where's Brett Halaren? You're not even there. Tasty, hello. Did I miss a message or something? I don't know. My nude rig, my nude big toe on YouTube. Well, it's that or erotic lighthouse building. The 3D printed button box is really good. We'll have the review out on it soon, actually. So look out for that on the YouTube channel. 16 drivers registered so far for the Lotus 311 race. Hi Tuna No Cross, welcome to the stream. If you're watching on YouTube, feel free to also load it up on Twitch so we boost our Twitch numbers and inflict GamerMuscle videos onto even more unsuspecting Twitch users. I asked if you took any pictures of the OSW mounted to Simatech K2 cockpit. I haven't got separate pictures, but we will have that in a video soon because I've got a separate video on mounting the wheel to the cockpit, and we're talking about those aspects of it. I'm just going to pop to the bathroom, guys. I'll be back in a second. But make sure you register if you want to join in. You've got 10 minutes or so. Be right back. Hi guys. Okay. 5 minutes to go. What is this music? What's going on with the music? It's a bit more dramatic. Hi, Turbo Power. Who's joined in? 21 people registered so far, not bad. Hi Tails the Gamer, welcome to the stream. Stealth Edition. It's Tom Clancy's Splinter Lotus 311. Oh, well. That breaks the mood somewhat. Craig Oxley's joined in. He's normally pretty fast. I did. I saw the Inside Sim Racing review of them. Or, well, E3 first look. Thanks for following Tails the Gamer as well. Let's see if there's any other news from the world of sim racing. Water is flat. Great. Hi Zero Skill Just Luck. Have you registered for the race? Are you ready to go? Have you got the car? Two minutes left. You've got 2 minutes to register. Oh, the new race room FRX 17 car comes out tomorrow, so we'll have to check that out. That'll be interesting. New Formula vehicle. Formula race room. I might be. Hopefully, yeah. I probably will be. We'll try our best to get into it. 27 people registered so far. Who's going to win? So we'll take another look at the standings. And at the moment, Sebastian Brunier, Antoine Jacquet, Kurt Wagner, Bernard Helberson, Edgar White, Richard Dees, Paul Hydrogen, Ted Haggard, Donny Wilner, Josh Wartoff, Nicholas Van, and then myself in 12th. So, it's going to be a battle for the standings. This, of course, is race 2 of the championship. Should be close. A Silverstone GP will be a nice track with this car. It shouldn't be as tight and laborious as the last race was. Checked your mails on what platform? Too many mails to check. Or did you send a setup? Setup Silverstone, here we go. Can I share this setup with everybody? Oh, please don't share it with everybody. Oh, well, I feel like I'm cheating then. People will see the setup though. If I use this, people will see it. So it's up to you, Sebastian. It's up to you if I use it or not. Just putting this setup in the file. Okay, well, let's see how this goes. Just waiting for the join button to appear. This music is going to summarise the start of the race. This is our theme tune, basically. Okay, Zero Skill. Zero Skill, just button box. Let me just turn the light on. It's getting dark. Well, this is qualifying music, I think. Let's practice with this set and see what it's like. This is the music that I have in my helmet in real life when driving a car. It's top racing music. Last time I drove on this circuit, it was with the Maserati. Oh yeah, we've got the horror music playing now. This is the soundtrack for our average race. Michael Lasquowski is in front of us here. Everyone's expecting the car to have more grip, but it does not. Let's pit manoeuvre Michael Lasquowski. Oh, just missed him. Oh, he's taking himself out. Psychological pit manoeuvre there. You can, yeah, you can leave and then you can rejoin on the server list, but you'd have to find the specific server. I don't know which server you're in, if you're in the top one or if it's two splits, which there might be. So it's hard to say. You can just drift this car. Traction control bogging down there. Here we go. A little bit snappy to drift. Hi, Gachan Allah. Welcome to the stream. Let's see if we can drift this a bit. Oh no! Dear. Just took someone out. Ooh. A bit of a wobble. Get out of the way. It is just practice, by the way, guys. I hope the points aren't tracked for contact, though. Maybe they are. Probably shouldn't be driving into people. Oh! Just smacked my finger on the shifter. Successful practice, I have to say. Okay. Off to qualifying we go. Not sure how much fuel we'll need for qualifying, but we'll see how it goes. It's all to play for. All Steam servers are down. I don't know what that applies to. We get 10 minutes of qualifying. Okay, here we go. Let's get out on the track and put some laps in. Don't need too much fuel. We'll see what we can put in here. We're going to do, of course, a banker lap. You're watching it in VR. Whoa, 3D. Oh, you've ended up in the split of death. But if you do that split and you finish in the top, you should probably end up at the back of the top split next time there's a race. I'm not sure yet. Gudjon Allah. We'll see. Okay. Let's get a good qualifying lap in here. Already someone's driven off the road. Dust everywhere. Oh. Okay. The car behind just did exactly the same thing. Guess it's cold tyres. Probably knackered them for a qualifying lap, but bear that in mind. This car is quite a slidey car actually, so you have to be careful with it. Struggling for grip at high speed. Last time we were on this circuit, they say we were driving the Maserati, and that car, it shuffles around, but considering how fast it's going, it's pretty glued to the circuit. Whereas this is, at high speed, its grip drops quite significantly. So we have to find the brake points. Might pop the ABS on actually. Why not? When in doubt, cheat. Could put a bit of traction control on as well. We just reduced it there. Okay, let's try and get a moderate lap in here. Second gears. I tried downshift when I don't need to. Car's stopping me from braking it. Well, you know, I'm that bad that even with a DD wheel, I'm losing control of the car. It doesn't give you extra skill. Oh, oh no! We need to brake a lot before that and watch out for that. It's kind of up force. Yeah, at speed, it seems to be starting. I think it's set up just quite a loose setup. Once I get used to it, we'll be good. This is actually my first time driving this car on a high-speed circuit. Just threw it in there. Almost lost control. We'll gradually get faster. It has actually it has a higher, it has an understeer that kicks in at about 120 kilometers per hour. Because it doesn't have the downforce that you obviously get with certain vehicles, so you have to watch out for that. You know, when you approach those higher speeds with cars with the bigger, with larger downforce on them, the car starts to stick, but this starts to just understeer more. So you have to watch out for that. I think that's what's been catching people out on the faster corners here. Basically, you are dependent on mechanical grip with this. Which makes the car quite a unique challenge, actually. Hopefully, I think we're going to get one more lap in here. Just got to be aware of that understeer. Yeah. Actually, in terms of its general handling, it's like a super souped up modern version of the Shelby Cobra. It has like that kind of envelope to it. I mean, it is different to it. Obviously, it's a lot lighter, a lot faster, but it has that kind of mechanical, top-heavy feel to it. Well, the race is going to be interesting. I'm expecting there to be a lot of people crashing, especially understeering off into each other, I'd have thought. We're just dialing things down a bit here. Like the other Lotus cars though, it's really nimble on the brakes. Oh no! Oh my god! That's not good. That was going to be our moderately good lap. Oh dear. Ooh, this is going to be a disaster. It's going to be interesting, the qualifying here. The race, we're going to be starting pretty far back. Might get one more lap in if we're fortunate. Oh yeah, we might just get one more lap in. Come on. One more lap, I think. Unless it fades to black. Which is entirely possible. This has a sort of Spec Racer Ford vibe to it, actually. Faster, but... that sort of character. Well, it'd be really nice if we get to finish this lap because we're almost 2 seconds up on our best and we're in 16th, so... we're slowly correcting for the back coming out there. Right, let's see where we place. Last lap. 6th, there we go. Woo. Just got a last final chance there, it was pretty good. We'll see how this goes. But I'm happy with 6th, that puts us a little bit further up the grid. Nice drive, thank you. Okay, off to the grid we go. Well, in 4 seconds. Okay, so here we are at round 2 of the GamerMuscle GP Championship with the Lotus 311 at Silverstone. We've qualified in 7th place. Someone else has put a final lap in, pushing us down 1 place. This should be interesting. The car seems to be rather dependent on mechanical grip and it is very unwilling to stick to the circuit on the high-speed corners. So we'll see how this goes. We've got Josh Swartoff in 1st place, Sebastian Brunier in 2nd, Kurt Wagner in 3rd, Antoine Jacquet in 4th, Stein Waj in 5th. And the lights are on the screen. Let's get ready to go. Rev those engines. Here we go. This is going to be interesting, to say the least. Oh, Stein Waj has jumped this start. What's he done? Absolute disaster. That's 1 place we'll take. Oh no. What a mistake. Now we've also got to watch out because these cars slide around a lot. Car up the inside here, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot of drivers understeering off into each other by accident. Oh dear, like that. Bit of counter steer there with the direct drive wheel. We've got a car behind us we need to watch out that he doesn't bump us off the circuit. Got Assetto Corsa providing the German disco. Techno rave on the dashboard. Really useful for seeing where cars are, especially if you're driving in 2D. Here we go, cars all over the place, everyone's spreading out. I'm up the inside. Oh, he's pushing me off the circuit. I mean, what are you doing? I think I was okay there, and he just drove into me because I mean I was on the inside, but I couldn't make my car any smaller. I'm not sure if that was my fault or not. We'll have to analyse it after the race. But we've just lost a whole bunch of places. I think I've just murdered someone as well. There goes the car contact, and of course, with the car contact, you actually lose points as well. So you've got to be really careful. We've got cars behind us, almost going into us. We've got to get back on the tail. We've got Brat Hurler on in front of us. We've got 2 cars battling behind us. Bit of a disaster. We've gained places, we've lost them, and it's still just the first lap. This car is a real handful, really tricky, really hard to pull back when you go to the limit. As we've got Bert Hamburg's going all the way sideways, Tokyo drifting that corner. But we've just taken another place, and it looks like there's some slow movement up front and behind us. Who is it? He's on our left now. He's going to try and sneak one up the inside. It's Antoine Jacquet, who we just had the car contact with. He's battling back up to the front with us. He qualified in 4th place, so I wouldn't be surprised if he expects to be back at the front of the grid, and he is. I think he's actually leading the GamerMuscle GP at the moment, so he's going to want to get up there. We probably, with that little bit of contact, probably ruined his chances of staying at the top of the leaderboard, but we'll see. His car in surprisingly good shape, given that he's got a GamerMuscle bumper dent in the side of his vehicle. And that's the first lap. 17 minutes to go. This car's fantastic because it's got so little grip. Someone makes a mistake and it causes a complete reshuffle of the entire grid. It's just awesome for this sort of semi-organised racing. As Antoine Jacquet goes right over the sausage. He's just had a full English on that corner. You don't want to be doing that. Ah! Oh, why did he slow down? I just had to slam my brakes on there to avoid taking him out. I thought I was going to go up the inside of him. No. Onto the brakes we go, and was lucky to capture the car. Look at this car, everyone's going all over the place. The car on the brakes, the back just wants to fly out, and then you have to moderate it. If you've got a direct drive wheel, it's not so bad because the wheel does the collecting for you. But if you're using a consumer wheel, G29, T300, TSPC Racer, anything like that, this car is going to be really hard to get the most out of it. Let's see if we can get back on the tail of them, hopefully. Start putting some pressure on, braking early for this, get the car into the corner, and then get on the power. It's like driving a 1960s Formula car, this. Totally different approach to cars which have good amounts of downforce to them. So far, every time we get close, we have to avoid an accident, and then we fall back again. Oh no, they've gone! The sea's parted! Antoine Jacquet's having a nightmare of a race. I don't know who he collected there, but that's 2 cars destroyed. And we found ourselves in 7th place. I think that's pretty much where we started, but we're moving up. We've got Bernd Hanberson in front of us, and we are catching onto the AstroTurf there. I think I've got reasonably good pace here. We just need to avoid getting crashed or crashing into people. Still 15 minutes to go. Look at the size of the sausages on this track are ridiculous. Really want to cut this corner as much as possible, get on the power, try not to understeer off. You see at high speed, the car's just sliding. Oh dear. Needs to come into that a bit faster. You know what's going to be really interesting is when we get to like the last 5 minutes or so and everyone's tyres have gone. That's where the car gets even more exciting. Try and get as much speed through as possible. You're sort of edging on the brake because you want to get the more speed in, but then you just don't want to slide. So you really have to keep balancing the vehicle and working it. Get the most out of the tyres. That's a nice thing with the Lotus 211 as well. It is a drive on the tyres car. You can't just fall back on ridiculous downforce to slam the car around the corners. You actually have to really work with the tyres and the tyre grip. Whoa! Bit of a slide through there. We are catching with these guys. Should be nice when we get on the tail to put pressure on. Mr. Bernd Heberson, he'll be feeling the GamerMuscle bumper right up his rear in a minute. We are catching, as you can see from my delta, I'm not sure if it's clear on the stream, but we are getting faster as well, lap on lap. Learn as you go. Just gained about a quarter of a second on these guys over the last lap or so. Get the car loaded into that corner. I think we can take that a lot faster. We won't run in wide here. You really do have to. You can feel the tyre. This really nice thing with this steering wheel with this SW20 is that you can feel so clearly what the tyres are doing, and that really helps with this vehicle. There we go. We're getting right onto his tail. Feels like a World War II Spitfire battle here. Line him up in the sights. Bernd Heberson. Here we come. We're all clear from behind, I think. Whoa! Trying to get as much speed through there as possible with the car wanting to go sideways. Oh, look at this! I think next lap's going to be the magic lap. I try and downshift when I don't need to. Fortunately, the car has anti-shift, shift protection on it. Oh! Accident from the car in front. He's gone wide. Mike Bolt made a mess of that, but we almost followed him. But that's probably put him a bit on edge as we get ever closer to them. Took a touch of sausage there. Oh, a bit of a slide. Oh, we're so close. The track was running out there. Whoa! Don't want to accelerate out on the AstroTurf. Halfway point of the race. Tyres are starting to go a touch. You have to wait before you can get on the power through there. That's where I'm losing time. Just get the car into a little bit of slip and get on the power and balance it. Oh dear, tyres are definitely not as happy as they were in the first laps. Wheel saving the day there. This is going to take a lot of concentration as we get towards the final 2 or 3 laps because the grip is just disappearing. Just expecting a mistake from the car in front. Hopefully the mistake isn't from us. Oh God, he doesn't want to go into that corner now. Oh no! Come on, tyres. Oh, look at that understeer. I wonder if drivers that have driven smooth and looked after the tyres will notice a larger performance difference for these last couple of laps. I don't seem to be able to get on the power as fast as the guys in front for that corner. Everywhere else they seem to be a little bit faster, just that one corner that we're struggling. Oh, everyone's struggling for grip. Look at him all over the place. Mike Bolts has to catch his car, and he might have lost a place to Bert Helgeson there, but we were struggling as well. And that slowed them both right down. This is getting interesting. Welcome to Zero Grip Racing. It's like someone's just put shopping trolley wheels down on the sides of the car. Everyone is struggling for grip now. Absolutely fantastic stuff. And we're even closer to these guys in front. The pressure is on. You can't brake on the grass. That's a fatal error there. There's not going to be more grip if you got two wheels off the circuit, unfortunately. I think that's his race for the positions over, and we're back on the tail of Bernd. Can we get 5th place off him? I'm trying to throw the car into that corner to then be able to get on the throttle sooner. Oh, he's taking a bit of sausage. He's had the full English again. We're going to put some pressure around the outside. Cut back across at the inside. Get on the throttle early. Counter steer. We're right on the inside of him here. He's going to struggle. No, we've had to brake. I was going to say he was going to struggle to get the power on with the tyres as they are. He's going to run out of circuit, but we had to slow down because I didn't want to risk understeering off into him. There goes our engine. Downshifting into second. Not ideal. Right on his tail, 6 minutes left. It's going to be interesting. I mean, it really is all about working out how much grip you got and how you can use it. Oh, look at him sliding. He's run out of circuit. That's going to be a chance to pass him. You're going to have to back off. He might even have a penalty. I don't know. Probably not. I think you can run wide in that corner and get away with it. But there we go, up into 5th place. But we're going to have to hold on to it as best possible because he's going to be right behind us. Sliding all over the place. Thanks DJ Phil 007. That overtake was sponsored by DJ Phil 007. Two places there just from cars in front losing grip, really. They don't have the direct drive wheel hack. And I have to say, this SW20 does make driving these types of cars a hell of a lot easier. Because it just, the self-aligning is there to automatically pull the car in for you. He's still battling away behind us, Bernd Helgeson. Oh dear, that wasn't good. Oh no, Bernd Helgeson's went for a dive bomb on us and backed off it though. It's just pure understeer through there. or rather chilled out. We have a little bit of a gap between us and the car in front. Unless he makes a mistake, I don't think we're going to catch him, but we'll try our best. Throttle just pushes the car around as well. So you do kind of want to get on the throttle early. You just need to make sure the car's lined up so it doesn't induce the understeer. I think we're pulling away from Mr. Burns. We're up on our delta as well, so we pushing. Just came off the throttle there. It's a new PB. I'll accept it. That's not how you get into that corner fast. Look at this understeer. Unbelievable. You'd have to wait a lifetime before you can get on the throttle around these tighter corners. Yeah, we've been butchering that corner. I think we can get quite a lot of time by taking that wider initially. We'll probably stay in fourth gear for that. Oh no! Woo! Oh, that was close. That was close. Yeah, we've got to be careful through there. Just caught that. There's Mr. Burt behind us. Yes, it's a bit close. Another save sponsored by, that was the SW20 there. You say you can't buy skill, but this wheel seems to have bailed us out quite a few times here. And the tyres are saying no. We've got dinner trays for wheels here. Feel like we're driving Fred Flintstone's stone wheel car. We've got feet going through the bottom. Probably another 2 laps because the leader hasn't gone across yet. I don't know how far ahead they are. so little grip compared to what we had in the first 3 or so laps. We're catching the car in front despite our ludicrous slides and catches. Oh, that was terrible. Couldn't go through there slow if we tried. Okay, leaders on the final lap. Don't have any grip. Let's not. Let's take our skid marks on the floor from our little sideways ride through there. That's a lot. nice gap between us and the car behind. Oh, finally that's it, I think. That is it. The leader has finished. We finished the race. We finished in 5th place. I think that's an improvement on where we were previously. A bit of a disaster at the start. Lots of contact. We'll check the replay out and see what did happen. And we'll look at the results as well. Let's have a look. That was an alright race, yes. We'll check the results and see what happened. It should be on the standings page here. It's a nice thing with sim racing system is you do actually have standings to admire. I don't think it's updated yet because the server's still running. Let's have a look at the replay and see what happened. I hope you guys are having fun in the chat room here. Don't know if the replay is actually saved the full race here. We shall see. Oh, I think it has. Nice. So here we go. Here's the race start. Let's see what happened. Had a little bit of a ruffle tuffle with Anton's racket there. Yeah, it was pretty good, it seemed. Turn all the apps off. Let's see what happened to all these cars. There we go. Look at that, so wise jumping the start. We need to get to the car at the front. Okay, the car number is based off their starting position, I guess. Okay, so Sebastian Brunner's got up ahead there. Antoine Jacquet's in front of us. Philip Atker manages to push in front, gets ahead. Then we're back on the inside. Not sure what's going on behind us. Need like an aerial camera here, but we'll just go for this chase cam for now. I want to see what happened if we murdered Antoine Jacquet or who's to blame. Philip Atker manages to get in front of us there. I do normally race in VR, yeah, but not whilst I'm streaming at the moment because my computer goes into meltdown. So we're in 2D land. So here we go. We do a bit of a dive bomb up the side of Antoine Jacquet here. I think we're on the track. We do have a car side by side with him. We've gone as far to the left as we possibly can. Thank you for that tip. I mean, I'm practically off the track trying to avoid him, so I don't think it was my fault. He has turned into us there. He's gone into Philip Atker. We did a sideways drift and then give him a little barge. Rejoined. And that's where we lost quite a few places. You got to hold your line. You got to hold your line. I was on the circuit as much as possible. Thank you, Sebastian Brunner. Okay, so that was that incident. Oh, look at that. Oh, the brakes are coming back at us. What's going on up front? Josh Schwartz, Josh the boss, having a battle of his life with the car behind him. Everyone's just shuffling along, driving nice and safe here. Yeah, I think that was about it. It wasn't that eventful. I think the rest of the race was basically us trying to catch up with Brett Holran. And that was the race. Dear, it was just tyres wearing out towards the end that seemed to catch people off. So what happened to him? Leads off high speed understeer. The best lap time, I'm not sure what it was. We'd have to look at. If you go on the Sim Racing System standings, it will tell you. Well, there you go. I mean, that was pretty much it. Not the most eventful of races, but it was a good exercise in concentration. Let's see if the Sim Racing System standings have updated so we can see where everyone is. It has updated. So, the current standings for the GamerMuscle 311 Championship is Sebastian Brunner in first place. He holds on to his first place. Good job there. Kurt Wagner in second. I think he was in second. He's holding on to that. Josh the boss, Josh Swartoff in third place. Bernd Helberson, who seems to be our nemesis at the moment. We were battling through that race, and I think he came just behind us in fourth. Antoine Jacquet, another driver that we seem to be battling with and having a bit of a rustle and a tuffle with. Fifth place. Paul Hyrogen in sixth place. Ourselves in seventh. Richard Dees in 8th and Miguel Angel Diego in 9th. So it's all to play for, really. Sebastian Brunner, of course, just showing off. He's had a win and a win in a second place here. Josh Swartoff with a win, and then of course Antoine Jacquet with a second place result. So he actually in that race, and I think he came second in the previous race. So. Yeah, not bad. It's all to play for the next week's race. Zero skill, just luck. What's your name in the name of the game? Stefan Hug. So yeah, with your score on this, I think you'll probably end up in the top split for the next race. So yeah, that was an alright race. Thanks everyone for joining the race. It'll be interesting to see who comes where in the next race and who actually ends up winning the championship. I think we're going to have to poison Sebastian Brunner, so we've got a chance of knocking him off his little podium there. He's just taking the podiums too much. We will be doing the Aussie Stig race tomorrow, so that'll be 8 PM as well. Watch out for that. That'll be in the GT3 series. That should be interesting. Normally completely packed and pretty close driving because it is GT3 cars. But thanks for everyone that's come along to watch the stream as well. We're going to be calling it a night for now. So don't forget, if you haven't already, to click the follow button. And it has begun, Just the Boss. Don't forget to follow us on Twitch and YouTube. And as I say, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks everyone for turning up. I will see you guys tomorrow. Until then, happy sim racing and goodbye.